Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess. This is your fortnightly reading for June the 1st through to the 15th, so the first half of June. We're now in lovely Gemini season, so that air energy is probably very complimentary for you, Saggy. So this is a general reading. So parts of it will resonate with you, parts of it won't. Just take what feels good and right for you and leave the rest. Hopefully there's a lot of good stuff in here for you. If you'd like to hear more, please, for any of my readings, please like, subscribe or leave a comment. I'd like to hear your comments. So let's see what we can get for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming up for Sagittarius. We've had the Six of Swords, crossed by the Seven of Pentacles, come out for you guys. It's actually interesting because Leo's had exactly the same thing. A 6 crossed by a 7. So, yeah, it's funny how the elements really do, different cards obviously, but it's funny how they do reflect each other. There's very similar energies going on sometimes. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles at the base. Two of Swords crowning you. What else can we get for Sagittarius? We'll just shuffle the cards. If you'd like to skip this shuffling, I will leave a timestamp for you, Saggy. And we can, if you just want to go straight to the reading. Eight of Wands in the recent past. Some people ask, like, do you wait for the cards to jump or do you split the cards? And, certain readers have got preferences, certain viewers have got preferences. I think it really is a matter of what, I don't think it makes a lot of difference. Sometimes the cards jump and sometimes they don't. Sometimes you feel the need to split them. I usually go with what works intuitively for me. I just know that you will get the right, and trust that you will get the right message, whatever that is. And sometimes, like that Eight of Wands energy there that's come out, that might mean I might read something very different for, say, a different sign because I'm getting a different energy from it, because there's lots of different meanings from the cards. So, yeah, I do a bit of both, and it's just what suits me, what works intuitively for me, and I think that's important as a reader. I don't actually believe in having too many formal and strict rules around it, personally, for me, but other people do, and we shall see. Sergi, what are you going to get for your final card? We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Moving forward into a heart space. So I'm just going to pull one last card for you, Sagittarius. Message from Soul and Spirit as an overall message, and then we'll get started. We've had the Wolf energy. Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right. So Sagittarius, let's start. We've got the Six of Swords crossed by the Seven of Pentacles. So it's interesting because the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. You're trying to find a place of peace, somewhere better that's going to be better for both you and your loved ones as well. It's finding some mental clarity. It's moving to a place where you're not worrying so much about everything. It can be relocation as well and travel for some of you. And I know that in these times that's hard, but that is what that card can also mean. I am getting that can mean that for some of you. It's crossed by the Seven of Pentacles, so there may be some money considerations when this comes, when this energy arises. That could be, I don't feel like they are, I feel like you might have to be very sensible with your money. I don't feel like it's holding you back in any way. You'll still do this. You'll still move to this energy or move wherever it is to this clearer space. But yeah, you will need to make some very sensible financial decisions around that. So, yeah, considering. But that's actually, it feels like a good energy for me. So, crowned by the Two of Swords here, it feels like there's a decision that needs to be made, and you're kind of there. Thank you, George. George the Rooster's going, oh, yeah, they need to make a decision, Sagittarius. But there's an indecision here with this Two of Swords energy. It's not knowing which way to go almost. So there might be two paths. Or two ways of even thinking about something. You might be not wanting to make a decision because of fear of a conflict that it could create with somebody. And I do feel like, because we've got George, he's been quite quiet, but he's decided to pipe up in your reading, Saggy. So it's very much, I think it is a lot to do with, there could be choices, like two very strong choices as to which direction to go in. And both of them seem like you are making a conscious decision to move to a calmer place, like to find peace within yourself, mentally in particular. And yeah, I think that the big thing is going to come down to money. The lack of indecision or the conflict is going to come down to how much it's going to cost and what are the financial ramifications of it, really. Because at the base we have this Ten of Pentacles energy, which is again about wealth and long-term wealth. So you're kind of thinking where the next step, it's all about where the next step is and how that will platform you into this Ten of Pentacles energy. Now, the good news is this is at the base of the energy here. This is like energies that are occurring deep down. It could be a soul energy. It could be a subconscious energy. This is very much in alignment with what's going on. So I feel like this could be you, like you're very deep down, you're moving towards this. You're making decisions, whether you're conscious or not, of moving towards this. Now, that Two of Swords energy can also be the internal saboteur that comes in, or it could be just needing to consider somebody else's way of thinking about it. But I think you got to trust your gut with this one, Sagittarius, I've just been told, because what's happening deep down for you is the right energy. So that gut feeling that you've got, and I think you know it, but you're just avoiding what that is. You could be avoiding what that is. That's actually right. So it's saying trust your gut here, Sagittarius. Trust the direction and the decision you're about to make, because it's going to lead you towards some happiness. So we have in the recent past the Eight of Wands, and this is very swift changes or swift communication coming in, very direct communication coming through. So I feel like this has kind of like been the precursor or the catalyst to this move or this decision to move. It's been something quite obvious, and you've gone, okay, now we need to make a move. We need to make a decision. We need to be doing something, change something around where we're either living, where we're working, how we're organising our finances and what we're doing with that. So it feels very much like it's like, okay, this isn't working for us or me. So I need to find some peace. I can't be in this chaos anymore. So yeah, it's very much, it feels like you've got this very directive energy, which is moving in a positive direction, which is good, Sagittarius. Now, I'm just going to go to you in the situation here before I go to the near future, because this is you, the Four of Cups. And it's funny because you are contemplating something here. There is something on offer, but you're not sure. And this is, again, a card of indecision or not sure of taking something up. And I think that you will know deep down what the right choice is. It could also, this Four of Cups card could be that you're just feeling stagnant and a bit bored where you are for some of you as well. Like it could be that you're needing a bit of a fresh new energy. You need a change. You need a change of scene even. But there is something on offer here that you're taking a good look at. But I feel like you haven't quite made up your mind yet, because you are deciding whether it is something that's going to lead towards long-term happiness or not. We have in the near future, we have the Six of Cups energy coming through. So this is happiness coming through. There's a real nostalgia to this happiness as well. So I feel like you're wanting to regain something that has been lost, a part of your happiness or your heart that has been lost. And you're wanting to go back to, you might even be going back to feelings in the past where you were feeling really calm and happy. Could even be back to your childhood, where it's just might be a fleeting moment or a memory, a space or a place that you just felt good and happy, and you're like, I want that back. And so I think you'll be feeling this again in the near future. This is what this card is. And so this is kind of guiding you. I feel like you're being guided by this feeling, Sagittarius. So yeah, it's beautiful energy. This is real happy home, happiness, and happy for your children as well, because a lot of this, for some of you, this is really, it's either your inner child or it's important that this journey or decision that's being made here or needs to be made is affecting not only you but those around you that you love. So if you have any children, they're going to be happier in the near future. Your relationship with them are going to be happier. Your relationship with your inner child's going to be happier. So yeah, and that's going to make it a lot clearer because, overall we have this Knight of Cups energy. Moving forward, heart first, listening to your heart seems to be really, really important here. Moving into a space where you're going, I need to actually be feeling happy. So the energy around you, we have the Lovers. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy. And again, the Lovers is sometimes there's a choice that needs to be made here, but it's very much centered upon a very significant relationship. Could be a soulmate, could be, a lover, a partner. It could just be someone that you've got a very deep soul connection with, but there's this sense of needing to find, the clarity. It's interesting. I'm just seeing that the sun above the angel, so that the answers are in that real high vibrational realm. You can see the clouds around the couple's head here. There might be some fear and doubt that you might be experiencing, and knowing that that's just on a very mental level, that this is actually of a different vibration. And if you can connect back in to that really high vibration up in this level, like the spirit and that really golden energy, almost divine energy, you will feel a lot clearer. And this could be also a space that the journey you could be going to from one energetic level to another. But I feel like also for some of you that getting to that space and finding that clearer space, so this could be through meditation, it could be through prayer, it could be through just going out in nature, whatever it is, it's kind of, you need to lift yourself above that mental level and find a connection to spirit. And through that, spirit always connects really purely with your heart energy, so that's sort of very connected as well. The connection of pure love, you will find the answers. You would know the right path to go down. So all that fear and doubt and confusion will kind of go, which is good. We have the Eight of Pentacles as hopes and fears. So this is something that you actually really want to work. It could actually be related to work. It's something you're wanting to put a lot of energy. You want something you can put your all into and just go, oh, I want to actually see something, see some results here, but I'm willing to work really hard if I know I'm going to get those results. So yeah, definitely could be around your work with that Eight of Pentacles, but definitely around material reality, about making something as well, making something of yourself or making something with your business, but something you're wanting to work really hard at. And so you want it to be something that you can dedicate yourself to as well. And that's why it's such a big decision, because you don't want it to be something that you get there and go, oh, well, now I've become despondent again and I've disengaged. You're like, no, I want to be fully engaged with this. As an outcome, I'll just put this one upside down. I'll turn that back around. We have the Nine of Wands. So it's kind of saying, yeah, it has been a struggle here, Sagittarius. Acknowledging that, but it's almost over now. So with this Nine of Wands energy, it's there's a defensiveness. You might have been on the defense. It's like constantly expecting the world or something to be thrown at you, and you'll have to, another challenge, and you'll have to kind of fight that off. And you've developed a lot of resilience along the way. And you might be a little bit on guard for that again. But the Nine of Wands energy is that there is no more battles to be fought about this. It's a different energy you're stepping into. So it's time to let go of that idea of it having to need to be a struggle. So it's moving into a very different way of interacting and a way of being motivated. So, you're kind of being motivated from a much higher vibrational energy level, because we've got this Knight of Cups energy coming through, which is looking for fulfillment, but definitely cup first, that heart first, looking for love. So, I think it's interesting energy coming through for you. For some of you, this is a decision about a relationship as well, about there's a big decision that needs to be made around a soulmate relationship, because we've got the Lovers and we've got the Two of Swords. There's decisions, but with all of this reading, it's been a lot to do with family and those that you love around you. And if you don't feel like you have a family as such, it's the idea of where you're going, stepping into that energy in the future. It's something you might be considering. Or it might be just connecting to those people, your tribe, and people that you feel really connected to, because this message here from Spirit is about the wolf. And so it's asking you and saying you might actually be feeling really, the wolf energy is really connected to its tribe, its pack. And often it's unspoken. So it's actually feels very connected, even though this is the lone wolf. It knows where its other members are in the pack. And so it might, if you're feeling a bit disconnected, it's spirit and soul saying to connect back in. And once you connect back in with yourself on that really high vibrational energy that we were talking about in the Lovers card, it's going to increase your psychic awareness and your connection with your partner or with significant others, and also with your children or your family, your parents, whoever you consider to be your tribe, your pack members, people on the same soul wavelength as you. So it might even be for some of you that if you're feeling a bit like the lone wolf and feeling a bit alone, this is the theme that's coming up, and you might actually have some unexpected encounters with people where you feel, sometimes when you meet people and you feel like you know them and you can tell them anything, there's that real soul connection, even though you barely know them. And yet there could be people that you've known all your life and you can't share that information with because they're not on the same soul level. So this is what's coming in for you guys, Saggy. It seems to be a really important energy that soul and spirit is asking you to connect to. So I hope it makes sense. The wolf is also can be an alpha energy as well. So this could be around you stepping into a leadership role within a group as well. I've just been given that information as well. So, it definitely seems like there is a decision to be made about a path, two different paths, or two different people's considerations here, a partnership. But definitely leading to some happiness. And I feel like there is a really positive way forward, and you've been given some very clear direction as to how to step into a nice energetic space to be able to help you with that decision. So I hope that makes sense, Sagittarius. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.